Welcome to Habitly Courses, a production of Manage to Win. Each course is divided into multiple lessons for easy viewing. All are now completely free, so you can watch them on your own or work through them as a team. Please subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, and share your favorite lessons with others. Try to find something that helps you be your best.
Hello, this is David Russell. I'm back again with Lesson 5 of Becoming a Behavioral Expert. We're working our way through the DISC behavioral language, D-I-S-C, and we are at the C, compliance. We're going to focus first on the high C. So the high C is the analytical. This is a person who is task-oriented, and they want to follow the rules set by others because they do not want to make mistakes. They'd rather make no decision than make the wrong decision. They're very aware of that. But they're analyticals, and that's powerful, okay? So their motivation is do it right and do it once. They want to validate their decisions with trustworthy evidence, and they want to avoid risk by being precise and being very attentive to detail. So they also, by the way, they may not say it to your face, but they want time to confirm you're telling the truth. And in an ideal world, they want perfection. And that means they want it complete, because perfection or perfect can mean complete, but they also want it flawless. Perfect can mean flawless. It can mean either or. In this case, probably both. So their needs are they want complete facts, figures, data, no small talk. They're not into small talk. They don't like summary information. They want a lot of proof. And one thing that can help them is validation from other high Cs, other analyticals or experts that they respect. If you can demonstrate a proven process to evaluate, buy, implement, and support your solution or what you're trying to get across, your idea, that can be helpful, and they need that time to decide. Now, their decision-making style is they're going to be naturally skeptical of ideas that are outside the status quo. Status quo is proven. It's flawed, but it's proven. They know how it works. They know what to do. So they're going to define, they're going to clarify, they're going to gather data, they're going to criticize, and they're going to test. Just be prepared for it. Don't be offended. It's a very methodical, process-driven approach. They want a lot of proof and validated results. Remember, because they want to eliminate risk. And they're going to focus more on tasks than people. Often they're extroverted. Sometimes extremely, sometimes not, but that can be part of the makeup here. Typical concerns on the proof side: who else has made this decision and what were the results? Credibility side: what's your background? They're going to start with you, but then they'll want to know about others if there's others on the team, your team, or outside third parties who are going to be involved. The detail: will your recommendation fully meet our needs, or are you exaggerating? Comparison: why should I follow your advice over an alternative? Now, you have to be careful here because you don't want to put down competitors, but you do want to be factual about what are the positives of your particular solution or decision. So if you want to overcome these concerns on the trust side, deliver thoroughly on time. As far as validation, get good references from firms that are like their firm, similar size, similar industry, that type of thing. Credibility: provide background information. Competence: match the skills and experience to the needs or what you're proposing be done. Comparison: explain the benefits of your decision or your solution versus others. And proof: how can you let them prove for themselves that your decision is right or your solution works? Is it a demo, a trial, starting with small steps? How can you do that? The don'ts and the do's: so don't make small talk, just get to the point. They're like a high D in this regard. High D's and high C's are both task-oriented people. They share some similarities, although they're also opposites in others. Don't summarize, give them complete data. That's an area they're an opposite of the high D. So the high C wants lots of data. Don't offer new or unproven. Explain the third-party proof. If it's a new product, at least explain how it has proved itself to date. Don't violate their trust. Give only validated responses. Otherwise, you got to spend a lot of time rebuilding it. Don't rush them. Work through an approval process in stages. Don't hide or encourage risk. Eliminate the risk for them. So if you are a high C, play to your strengths. And your strengths are your ability to prioritize and work through tasks. And as you do that, you're an analytical. So take on work where you can be precise and attentive to detail. Do it right, do it once. Now, before I move on to the weakness, I want to point out a high C who understands and respects a high D, and vice versa, the high D respects them, can strengthen each other because they cover each other's weaknesses. All right? But they've got to find ways to find middle ground, but they can do it. Very powerful. The weaknesses are you want to test reasonable ideas outside the status quo. Don't get stuck in the status quo. And when you delegate stuff to do, you have to take the time to do it step by step, patiently with follow-up. Don't hold people to standards that are higher than what you hold yourself to. That's really important. So I just described all this stuff about the high C. So which of these two famous people, well, there's four famous people, which two are high Cs? Mahatma Gandhi, the leader of the Indian nationalism. Tiger Woods, back again, professional golfer. Albert Einstein, theoretical physicist, or Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft? And the answer is, for high Cs, Einstein and Gates. Well, it's a natural. They're analyticals. All right? Let's go through the knowledge test. Which confirms a high C? Do they respect the rules or take risks? The answer is respect the rules. Question number 2, is a high C more extroverted or more introverted? The answer is more introverted. Question number 3, is the high C people-oriented or task-oriented? And the answer is task-oriented. Question number 4, is the high C someone who challenges the status quo or someone who's comfortable with the status quo? And the answer is comfortable with the status quo. And last but not least, is the high C someone who misses details or is analytical and detail-oriented? And the answer is analytical and detail-oriented. Okay, so that's the high C. A lot of great information there. What about the low C? A low C has a tendency to want to just do it their own way, establish their own rules. And if it's really, really low, below 10 on our scale, it can be someone who doesn't tell the truth, breaks the rules, doesn't even remember not telling the truth, pathological liar. So you got to be careful on that. I'm not saying everyone's that way. I'm talking in generalities. So the low C, the motivation is to prove other people wrong. Do it my way. Risk is okay if there's a shortcut. Match your offer with my idea. They might be motivated to do that. My idea, well, wait a minute, what if we can do it my way? Getting something done is better than nothing. So that's the low C, wants to push. Their needs are, they want some confirmation they're right. Now, they may still be wrong, but they're going to get a piece of confirmation they're right, and they're going to lean on that. They'll trust others to a point. They need to avoid the detail work, the routine work, the scheduled work, because they're not good at it. They need to comprehend a process at a high level to buy into it. And quite frankly, they need to learn the benefits of moving slower and be more process-oriented, but it's a struggle. Their decision-making style is they like ideas outside the status quo because then they get to do it their way. They'll ask high-level questions and then make assumptions. They'll link claims to their own ideas or dreams, which will motivate them to make a decision. And they really want to believe something will work. They're going to focus on people and impact more than the tasks. They're often extroverted people. Typical concerns are, the proof side is, well, how quickly can we get this done? Credibility, can I work with you? And they're going to make a high-level decision based on assumption, quite frankly. Detail, what are the time frames, the cost, and the key benefits of following your advice? Remember, they want summary information. And comparison. what can we do after following your advice that we can't do today? So it's like, oh, wow, we can save this time. Oh, we can make this money. We can make this happen, whatever. That's important. Now, overcoming these concerns, if the concern is speed, then give them the time frame that you can deliver it and it can start having impact. They can use it. If the concern is relationship, you're kind of sensing that, whether they say it or not, then find common interests. If they're concerned about the benefits, then give them examples at a high level or visuals. If the concern is risk, explain why risk is limited. If the concern is comparison, use stories. Once again, that provides visuals to increase belief. And if it's urgency, stress the cost of doing nothing versus the benefits of going with you. The don'ts and the do's. Don't be all business, build a relationship. Don't give all the details because you'll lose them. They won't be able to pay attention. Discuss the high-level benefits. Don't offer old stuff, inspire with new. Don't be unresponsive, respond promptly because they want to move fast. Don't say it'll take long. Incentivize fast decisions. Don't discuss the risk in detail because they want to gloss over it a little bit anyway, but you want to emphasize the positives. You don't want to totally eliminate a risk discussion, but emphasize the positives. Now, if you are a low C, be aware of it. So test the conclusions that you come to before promoting them. It can really save you some problems. You can relate claims to your ideas, but you've got to prove the claims. And carefully, respectfully prove others wrong when you want to do that, because you're going to help be a change agent. That's great, but you got to be right. So your weakness is you're going to have to choose good character over activity. That's a tough one. So your natural tendency is to take shortcuts. And when you take shortcuts, oftentimes that's not the best example of good character or integrity. So you're going to have to choose character, delay the decisions a little bit. Develop active listening skills. Take good notes. Avoid assumptions. And when you delegate the detail and routine work, you've got to do it within a system where there's follow-up and confirmation that things are getting done. Okay, our knowledge test, 5 quick questions, and then we are through the DIS and C. So this is a low C. Does a low C respect the rules or take risks? The answer is take risks. Question number 2, does a low C behave more as an extrovert or more as an introvert? The answer is more as an extrovert. Number 3, is a low C people-oriented or task-oriented? And the answer is, well, we just said they're an extrovert. They're going to be people-oriented. Question number 4, do they challenge the status quo or are they comfortable with the status quo? The answer is the low C challenges the status quo. And the 5th question, is a low C someone who misses details or is analytical and detail-oriented? Remember, they're the opposite of a high C. And so the answer is they miss details. All right? So in conclusion, we just covered the C. This is the last component of the DIS and C, DISC behavioral language. There's some questions here on the screen you can ask. You can review the slides, pass the exam. There's things here that you can implement to improve how you focus in your work and what you do, but also in how you communicate with others, whether that is adapting something within yourself or better understanding someone else who has a high or a low C. This is the conclusion of lesson 5. Next up, we're going to go through this a little bit more application. We got 2 more lessons to go. I'll talk to you then. Bye for now.